Talking about that, one gets you a little emotional because thinking about these people who are being there for kids they're not blood related to, but they've made them family.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And we always talk about sometimes it's not about blood, but it's about who you make your family be. But I'm thinking about our youth pastor who I texted him last night because he wasn't where he's supposed to be at 6. Right, he's supposed to be at the church at 6 because we have Thursday night experience.
Yeah.
And he texts me, and I text him or whatever, and he's at a volleyball game for some of the students who come to our students night on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right, I'm like, hey, you just keep doing what you're doing. I take care of this because some of those students' parents may not be able to be there. So he stood in the gap, and just like teachers stand in the gap supporting you, because there's nothing like a feeling of having somebody there to support you.
So, and I know you might ask me this later. I'm gonna jump the gun because it seems to fit. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so that I get it right, if you'll allow me to.
Yep, go right ahead.
So, a teacher says to her football coach, she says, "Hey, I want to know you had a good season, and I want to know what your stats are for your football season," is what she says in an email to her football coach. And I'm finding them here, yes. And this is a football coach who is connected to his kids relationally. Yes, he X's and O's and all that kind of stuff. But when you go through the building, you can tell that he's connected with them on and off the field.
Yeah.
And so they get through the season, which was better than they had before. I don't know. It was my first year, so I don't know what their stats was like. But she said, I sent him an email requesting the end of the year football stats. And this is what he sent back. He says, here are the stats for my team this year. One player found his father dead. One player lost an aunt, which was his closest living relative. 2 players got hit in the face by their mom in front of the other players. One player's mom cussed him out in front of the whole team. One mother's player tried to have him committed. One player hit another player in the head with his helmet. 4 of my players were kicked off the team for disciplinary reasons. One player is working night shift to help his family make ends meet. I had 6 players with incidents of marijuana. I had 3 school fights involving players. 1 player was arrested for punching a police officer. 40% of my seniors had no one show up and walk them on the field for senior night. I have 2 players living in motels. I have 1 player and manager currently involved in a custody issue because father is abusive. I had 1 player attempt suicide, and 1 player is couch surfing. Those are my stats. Which ones are you asking for? He cares. He cares. And so when people ask me, what's the number one thing I can do to make my school safe? When a principal asks me that, when teachers ask me that, I say there's 3 things you can do. There's 3 things you can do right now to make your school much safer. Build trust is number 1. Number 2, build trust. And number 3, build trust.
Yeah.
Our safety lies within how quality our relationships are with students.
Yeah.
They have to be like the football coach to know something about them outside of the 4 walls of the school.
Yeah.
They have to care for them.
Yeah.
They have to be trusted.
Yeah.
The children, the students, have to know that when I come to an adult in this school, that if I have a problem, not only do they care about it, they want to fix it, and they're not trying to make things worse for me.
Yeah.